What up? This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching Action Activate. If you're not watching, why aren't you watching? You should be watching. You know you want to watch. If you're not watching, you should see a doctor. I don't know, man. Maybe you should call the Power Rangers. I'm just saying, because it's Action Activate, and that's where it's at. Much love.
Everyone, it's me, Gazbot, and I am here for Action Activate. And if I am Gazbot and there's a pile of garbage behind me, then with me as always
is the big dog, still the big dog, but in a different place. I am in the big dog house, as it will now be called. This is my office. It is my toy room. It is messy as well. So we're not showing you anything other than what you can see, but I assure you there's Ranger stuff nearby.
I could have done some angle where I'm sort of like, oh, look, it's my window, and no one would know. But see, I'm keeping it R to the EAL over here.
All right. Well, just for that, I'll give you a glimpse.
Give us a glimpse, big dog.
Give you a glimpse here. Just show.
Yeah. See, wouldn't that be a better background? Look at that.
It would if I pivoted everything and then 1, 2, 3. Oh, mess of garbage.
It's not nasty garbage. It's not like there's dirt and
I said mess and garbage.
Oh, mess and garbage. Okay, fair enough. Well,
nothing nasty here.
You know what's not messy garbage is Mystic Force. This season I have been.
It depends on the episode so far.
As a season, I would not call it messy garbage.
I agree.
Okay.
I think we can agree that there was an episode with something putrid in it. Wasn't the cleanest.
Well, true. But overall, it's better than I expected so far.
Yes. So we're going to take a quick moment. Speaking of Rangers, Gazbot is going to look at a message on his phone, and then we're also going to make a short about what's about to happen so that those who aren't watching Mystic Force can hear this news that is in Gazbot's messenger.
Okay, so I'm going to turn it
live. He has no idea what's in here, and he's going to tell us exactly what it says.
All right. It has hold on. After an intense reviewing process with many extensions, we finally decided to reveal the voice. What? The voice for Carter, the Red Ranger, is the Big Dogs. Welcome to the cast. Whoa! Oh, and it's a Red Ranger.
It is.
Wow. You know, that's my story right now. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Okay, Dish.
All right, so I was reached out to by Genesis Experience, who are semi-friends of the show. We haven't formally chatted with them, but, we like their stuff. They follow us, et cetera, et cetera. Right. And they're like, hey, we're doing voice auditions for Carter if you want to do it. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I have some family stuff coming up and some other commitments, so I just want to make sure, it's not super extensive because I don't want to commit and then be like, hey, by the way, I can't do it. Like, they're like, no, you should be totally fine. Appreciate it. Good luck, blah, blah, blah. This week I happen to be very busy with a lot of stuff, both work-wise and not. So I sent in my submission right before the buzzer. And I have to thank Gazbot for convincing me to get a good mic because it sounded a lot better than the old garbly mic I used to use.
Nice.
So I sent in the submission over the weekend. They looked over the last few days, and to my surprise, today, about an hour before the show, I was picked, and I'm going to be Carter in Power Rangers Ancient Age. So
that is fantastic.
For those unfamiliar with the series, here is the official synopsis. I saved it right here so I can read it to everybody. Power Rangers Ancient Age is an animation series that will begin production in 2023. For those who don't know, Ancient Age is the epitome of an anniversary season. Not only does it have past Rangers returning.
Epitome?
It says epitome.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know that word.
Maybe epitome. Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay.
You can get an edge steel point. Not only does it have past Rangers returning, but also the conclusion to their stories. We get to see what they've been up to since hanging up the helmet. The story centers around the Egyptian pantheon and follows the hosts of the gods Ra, Sobek, Serket, Kepri, Bastet, and Thoth. I probably mispronounced a lot of those, so if you're familiar with Egyptian, mythology, there you go. The team is mentored by none other than Jason Lee Scott, the original Red Ranger. There will be special guest appearances and crossovers by other legendary teams such as Lost Galaxy, In Space, Time Force, Mystic Force, Lightspeed Rescue, and Megaforce, as well as original Mighty Morphin team. We're currently in pre-production and stay tuned. So
I think, did they recently put up a thing where they were looking for voices for Jason Lee Scott for Red Ranger?
that I don't remember. I don't think it was that. It wasn't recent for them, I don't think.
Okay.
But also another fan series, Unworthy, is doing that for.
Oh, okay. I'm mixing
Tyranno,
up,
yeah.
my tryouts. Well, good for you, because I think people might know this, but both of us have tried out for a few of those roles, and it's awesome that you got it. I'm not jealous at all.
Thank you. There's more opportunities. That's the good news.
No, but especially if it's going to be a Red Ranger, better that for you than anyone. Anyone.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, thank you. I want to announce it in some way, shape, or form, and what better way than as we talk about Rangers. But enough about my Ranger talk. Let's talk about Mystic Force while we're here today. We're going to review episode 14. Which is a two-parter. It's called The Gatekeeper, Part 1. And I'm about ready to get ripping and rolling if you are.
Yep. I can't press play here. That always messes me up.
And you also want to mute it.
Yep.
Muted. Grid.
Okay. So we're going to say 3, 2, 1, and on go we press it.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
1, go.
I feel like you started counting different when I was already counting.
I don't know. I'm about where you're at, though. If anything, it's better for me to be ahead of you than vice versa.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm a half second ahead of you.
Another multi-parter. This is part 1 of, I think, a two-parter. At least a two-parter. That way.
And that's as far as I know.
Me too.
I know Necroli was on the thumbnail, so there's that.
Oh, I didn't even see the thumbnail, but I think this is supposed to be the beginning of something like what's the word? I can't think of the word. When it's good story that matters. It's not the other
plot.
Filler. It's the not filler. The beginning of main plot.
It's a plot. Yes.
A plot. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get ready to unmute and nope, still there. Okay, now
Here come the Power Rangers.
Does that sound good for you?
Unmute.
It's not muted.
Oh, well, I can't hear a thing.
Hold on.
I heard the phrase, a watch pot never boils.
It's double muted.
Oh, that reminds me.
Where do they get the dragon egg?
The dragon egg, remember, yeah. Fireheart.
Oh, right, okay. That looked weird. That looked like a piece of a board.
Yeah.
I do,
by the smell of it, that potion is strong enough to ward
as
off
much as like she's supposed to be comic relief, I get annoyed at her because she should be more of a mentor and telling her what she's doing. She just kind of watches her make some mistakes and laughs at her.
Why do I even try? At this rate, I will never become a sorceress.
Magic isn't all about potions and wands, Claire. It's
Okay.
about tapping the potential deep within.
I'm literally
yourself.
like, she needs to mentor her more. And it's like, okay. She was like, here you go.
My dear apprentice, I am certain of it.
All right.
Then I'll keep working.
But more than just encouragement, some practical,
Yeah.
With or without legs.
I must escape this horrible pit!
Who could help us? Of course, the Oracle.
Yes!
Oracle.
Bring him to me!
The old Oracle.
Here we go, princess. Nice big yellow one.
What's the name of their sword? Rock Forum?
I think.
I feel like the guy with the balloons.
Oh, that was egregious.
That's amazing.
I did not
just see a giant bat.
I was gonna say I feel like he's gonna turn out to be the monster of the week,
I have brought him.
and I guess he
as
is.
promised.
Good.
That was so crazy. I loved it.
on? What is this place? Do not test my patience.
This sword is really cool.
I've never seen you before.
The sweater vest.
Please
no
let me
match
out
for
of
that
it.
sword.
I'll just pay a visit to the children with the balloons. Would you like that? Very well. Morticon.
Emoticon. Oh, okay, there's some Oracle eyes. Oracle
Talk about an
orifices.
extreme makeover.
Now, why?
Oh, she's hanging out there just all the time.
You
Hanging
will
out.
use your
Not this
special
time.
skills.
He
to
looks
help
like
me
a
find way
tall
out of
hobbit.
this pit. You know what damage I can do.
I can kind of see that.
There is a way.
Oh, his third eye is on his hand.
That actually was a decent effect.
The answer is
I
simple.
agree.
Use the gatekeeper to open the gate for you.
If the gate was to be open, your entire army could attack the surface world at once.
Fool! The gatekeeper is no more. Her life force was spent sealing the gate.
He's only got one
But
setting.
what you don't know is that there is another.
Another gatekeeper. Who is it?
That I cannot see. Only that it is
I keep
someone
wanting to call her
close
Mystic
to
Mother,
ours.
but what's their mentor
Bet I
thing?
know who it
this again?
is.
Udana.
Donna, I bet you
Giant
she's
bat
the gatekeeper.
Just doesn't swoop.
Watch him be the gatekeeper.
No, it would make it the troll guy.
Oh, true. Or
Oh man.
Are you right? What? I do love how she's just grabbing people off the street in broad daylight.
Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper.
I can't believe you're right.
You gotta have the wrong guy. I can't even find my car keys most of the time.
Do not anger me.
Okay.
boom, get ready.
Hey! Get the safety. Yes, sir. Mr. Ranger. Sir.
Mr. Ranger, sir.
Okay.
Back off, Rangers.
I don't think they'll back off. My opinion is they'll stay forward.
Good fight.
Yeah.
The fight, I can't tell if the fights are particularly good this season or just like very consistent, or both.
Certainly consistently good. Maybe not amazing, but
What do you
consistently good.
want with him? The gatekeeper will be mine.
Gatekeeper.
He possesses
I wonder if he
more
needs to find a
power than
keymaster.
all of you put together. I'll be back.
More power than all of you put together.
What was she talking about?
And do you think this is a true thing that he is the gatekeeper, or some like thing where he has a piece of junk in his shop and it's all
She
misunderstanding?
didn't lose the gatekeeper because she didn't find the gatekeeper. That was
Yeah.
the wrong person.
There you go.
Now, that's all the information I have. So, if you don't mind, I'll be on my way.
How did she decide he was the gatekeeper? That was all
How come he didn't do that immediately?
One chance.
I guess because they could go
Do not
find
come
him.
back with the gatekeeper.
I mean, they still can go find him. They're bad guys.
Yeah. I guess maybe he feels like I gave you some info. That's good enough.
You
Goodbye.
have potential.
You're not wrong though.
I did it!
Hey,
I did it!
I keep coming back to she just decided that the
Something weird is
record
going
store
on.
guy was the
We just had a close encounter with
based on
Nikolai.
nothing.
She was like, I only went to this one spot.
I only know where one's
It's gotta be.
You have any
It's gotta
clue
be
she's talking
somebody.
about?
Yeah.
The Gatekeeper was a powerful sorceress named Niella.
Mind that.
My daughter.
She was my sister.
Oh,
Ah.
sister. Wait, what?
Right?
Oh,
Stay back! Seal the gate with a spell!
Oh, is that
It is the
her?
only way.
Her name?
I think she's reincarnated or has amnesia or something.
And banished Mordecon and his armies to the underworld. The spell was so strong that it depleted all of her life force. When the gate was lowered to the depths, Niella was gone.
Dark.
Yeah, Claire and Neil are the
Her
same.
spirit lives on in my heart, and through the legacy of her heir.
She had a child?
Yes.
My niece.
And I fear that is who Necroli is seeking.
So we have to find the child first and protect them.
She's invisible.
You won't have to look far. Niella's daughter, and the heir to the Gatekeeper's power, is Claire.
It's Claire, but it said clear in the subtitles, which makes sense because she's invisible right now.
Unintentional pun is punny.
Yes, I can feel the dark magic you have given me, Master.
Why is he more? Like
I
that.
can't remember what his powers are. He had stolen the Megazord power, but then he lost it. He could still do
Why should I
Megazord with that.
help you?
Together, I
Course,
know we
yeah.
can draw the Gatekeeper out.
Yes.
Man,
the
you know it's a
Master
good
will
way
be
to sell a
pleased if
figure?
the Gatekeeper
Make
is
one of
found.
him.
Then you will help
Yeah.
me.
I buy one of her.
I
too.
bestow his dark magic upon you.
Oh, yes, it has worked.
Dark magic is like a
Never
spoon bath.
felt power.
Use this power against the Rangers. I will attack on another front. This will certainly draw the Gatekeeper
Wait,
out.
I thought you had to be honorable and
Still
stuff,
can't believe
and
it,
you couldn't do weird
Claire
wonky
has
things.
legendary powers strong enough to lock up
I'm
the
looking at
forces of
the
evil.
background
Or
television again.
unlock.
It's
Guys,
the
guys,
exact same thing it always
You're never
does.
gonna believe what happened to me today. I actually met.
Sorry, boss. I gotta take this.
Sorry, boss. There's 5 of us working here. Not one of us is helping a
Nicholas,
customer
shut up
or
and
man
sit in
encounter in this tiny shop
go.
that doesn't need 5 people.
Where are you going?
Break time, Toby. Back in a few.
Well, don't you want to hear about how I met the
I want it
Power Rangers.
to be one of those things where it turns out he knew they were the Power Rangers. Like at the end. Like, and he's like, why do you think I
Won't.
didn't hear
He'll
that?
find
You're
out
gonna-
at the very end, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, yeah, like the last
So
episode.
give it up. Oh, I have a new plan. I'll let the Gatekeeper
Like her
find
blue
me.
lips and the blue
Someone
highlights in her
so
eyes. I just
noble
realized.
would never stand by
Whoa.
while the Rangers are being destroyed.
That's cool.
What?
I'm a big fan of arm blades.
No!
You have new commercials, and I've had 2 already.
Wait, what?
I had 2 commercials since we started.
Oh yeah, I forgot about commercials. I don't have that. Oh, I have YouTube Premium for another couple days. I did the month trial. I forgot.
Good for you.
I forget even why I did it. It was for like a thing I needed that day, and then I haven't.
Thank goodness I found you. What are you doing out here
You need me to pause so you can catch up?
No, you're good.
I don't
I'm
blame
good.
you for being
See
upset.
some ladies on a
It's
stump?
not fair, Donna.
I'm solid. Don't worry
Gatekeeper
about
is
me.
my legacy. You can't keep that power from me forever.
Claire, there are things that you just don't understand.
I understand. You don't think I can handle it because I'm incompetent and bumbling and
Bumbling,
clumsy.
good word.
Exactly as your mother was.
Jeez, you don't gotta
You are so
insult your
much
dead
like
mother
her.
on top of it.
I thought that she was a great sorceress.
Oh, she was.
But she's also a
But
dolt.
not at first.
Yeah.
In fact, she blew up our cottage quite a few times trying to get her spells right.
Some people called her Mrs. Magoo.
Then why
I
can't
promised her to always keep you from harm. I've tried my best to keep that promise.
you have?
But now it's time.
I couldn't have asked for a better protector or a better aunt.
Explosion?
Someday,
Yes.
you'll be
She
ready
goes to
to
hug her
take
and
on
they
your mother's legacy.
explode.
No, I meant like the bad guys come.
We meet
I was
again, sorceress.
a couple seconds off.
Stand back, Claire. Leave the child alone, wizard.
What use would I have for that silly girl? I've come for you.
Oof.
Your magic is weak
her
without the power of
on?
your snow staff.
Yeah, give it back.
That's
With all of the protectors of the
why
human
did you do
world
that
in our
to Rangers
grasp,
ever?
surely the Gatekeeper will step forward.
because she's not morphed, maybe? I don't know.
Nice try, apprentice.
I'm gonna go save her, but I'm also the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Some very John Connor energy I'm getting from her. Hey, we need to make sure you're protected. All right, cool. I'm gonna go into danger with you guys.
Yeah. I love the noises she makes.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this before, but if they make Mystic Force, I think they should be cloth preferably with a wire. What do you think?
Agreed. They won't, but that'd be cool.
They won't make them, or they'll make them with plastic.
Plastic.
Lightning Collection, I'm talking about. I know there are figures like that. That was weird.
I think it'll be a plug-in to the back.
I think you're right, unfortunately.
Rangers, help! Udana's
But-
been captured.
Maybe there'll be a third-party usable cape for them.
Possibly.
Foolish Rangers.
You're the fool if
The
you think I'm
two-tone part
giving
of
up.
it is the part that
Yeah.
third-party may not have.
You'll never get the Gatekeeper while we're around.
This is the part I don't get. She takes on all 5, dumpsters them. Red Ranger goes up and he's like, I can fight you alone.
Well, sometimes it works, depending on the episode. If it's a Red Ranger episode.
The plot armor sometimes is thicker.
Did he just learn a lesson about himself? Then probably he'll be okay. Oh, maybe
Oh,
it's
here we go.
Learn a lesson about her.
You're beat, and no one has come to save you.
And no one has come to save you. That's a
Remember
weird
when I
thing.
said? Remember when I said that was my niece?
Yeah.
Actually, my sister reincarnated.
Necroli,
Didn't
another
tell you guys
spirit
though,
used
because it's
to
kind of awkward.
No, that's not true. But I also like how she said no one's coming to save you, but like no one ever comes to save them. Like it's like weird that she said that.
We zoomed in 3 times. Something major's happening.
Ooh. Okay.
Here's
She can
my
make
question.
Austin butter.
Behold the Gatekeeper.
Incredible.
Yeah, I bet you the lemonade she makes
Oracle was
is
right.
incredible.
You know what would have been awesome?
Gatekeeper has
If-
been found.
If they spent money on a ranger suit that would have taken less cloth and then just made her a helmet.
She is here.
Would have been
So
interesting.
there is another. And my plan.
Ideally,
to
there
call
would
you
be
out has
another
worked
form, like this is her ninjetti
You're
suit, but
going
she
to
gets to
regret
look up
ever
more, but I
meeting
don't
me,
think that's
witch.
gonna happen.
Oh, she has a weapon too. Okay,
Yeah,
for sure.
it does seem like
Everything about this is ranger stuff, not in a suit.
yes, but it also seems like all of her practice and trying to believe in herself was sort of like, but really, you just need a headband.
Hand, Rangers.
She has that whole ranger like, look, I'm morphed. I'm competent.
Yeah,
Look at my abilities. They have soared.
I like thinking that was weird.
I don't know how you time 5 kicks to hit at the same time, but good
And they
on
were
you.
so close. It was
Still
like, yeah.
lose, Rangers.
I am the main henchman, so I will not be destroyed by your final attack.
Right.
Great job, Claire.
Until the second to last
There's no
episode,
time for
maybe.
Udana's
Bless
been
you.
captured.
I like that they took the comic relief apprentice
Hear
and powered
me,
her up.
Red
and
Ranger.
you know,
Hear me.
very unearned.
Oh, here we go.
Tell the Gatekeeper to battle me alone. If she does not
Oh,
come,
you see her staff on the
your
wall there?
sorceress will
Maybe
perish.
we'll let her be able to get her staff back.
What is it?
He wants to fight you. Alone.
Alone.
I accept.
I am now the master witch wizard hybrid gatekeeper person.
Magic master, and ready to do your bidding.
And now I'm going to turn into a giant centaur megazord, and you still have to fight me, Nin and a boo boo.
She could get.
Saw how she sent Necroli running.
Sorry, I keep yelling.
Yeah.
She can she get big or no? Because
Maybe she'll be invisible, and that's how she'll get him.
that would be the Naruto.
It was you all along.
She's powerful now, but she uses her weakness to like win. Like she puts that into her strength. I use it. Oh, I had a hard time with that.
There is zero reason they couldn't have made her a ranger to sell toys.
Now you have
Yeah.
real power.
Also, her aim is terrible.
Udana back. Now,
Not until I get to see the legendary magic of the Gatekeeper.
as you wish.
Legendary magic. Charge with staff at first
I'm so upset that this was a missed opportunity.
for American Rangers.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
it
that's
is.
what she is.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out right now if it's anti-footage they match this to, or if this is completely original American character.
It looks original American.
I think you're right. In which case, it is weird. In which case, you know. I don't know. They're doing a lot. But yeah, you're right. It's all the Rangers, background, everything. It's like a super.
Cal explosion.
She is strong.
Yeah, she is.
I want
Caught it. Got your magic.
Impressive, I must confess.
What are you waiting for, Korag? Get her!
Wolf attack!
Could have been called something cooler.
Let those dogs out.
That's power.
I'm through playing. Magic of the Shining Moon Warrior!
Oh, here we go. Sort of. This is the Sentai footage right here.
Yeah.
Now it's a real
You know what could have solved this? Using the Sentai footage there and still making her a ranger.
Right.
And they're like, oh, that'll cost a lot. You know what'll offset it? A toy for people to buy.
Yeah. I guess they wanted this version of her to look like powered up version, which also makes me think some of that might have been Sentai footage. Sure, it's like the mighty
It won't be that easy.
Kind of an ugly, like.
Why are the Rangers still not helping? This is the part I'm not understanding.
No more holding back. Witness
Well, no, this is a
the
one-on-one
strength
fight
of the
they agreed to,
master
I guess. So.
Dark magic strike.
For such a cool character, Korag has some awful names for his attack. What are you using? I'm using my dark magic strike.
Magic strike.
All right, wolf attack.
It's over.
How about Dark Wolf attack?
Would be better.
Watch this on TV. Oh, on their
Oh
little.
my.
This is Sentai for sure. Yeah, I think for sure there is a Sentai version of that.
You will open the gates, and the underworld will rise.
Doesn't mean she couldn't have been a ranger in the American version.
I said do it.
There you go.
Really, the only thing is like, if they had to use her like that in Sentai footage, and they used her get big in that other thing, they still could have made her a ranger. There's not a huge excuse I can find.
Well, no, the cost is because if they were using that fight footage was in Japan, then they just had the shot of the actress.
Well, she still could have transformed in that thing and got bigger.
No. What I'm saying is the regular fight footage when she was using her magic powers in this outfit. I think there was a stunt actress in Japan that those shots were. So it still would have cost more money to do.
If you know the answer, let us know.
There was a way to look it up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that looks like a dark
Oh, that
What's
filter.
going on? Oh no!
That darkness filter.
Yep.
Oh no!
Oh boy! Look!
Oh, there's the gate.
Whoa!
I like that it's a miniature instead of CGI.
True. Those filters so bad.
It feels very like Pandora's
Now
Tower.
what?
We released a two-parter.
Who knows?
Anyone who's watched this, in the past.
Who won? You decide. Epic.
Epic Rap Battles of History. I feel like her power-up was a bit undeserved. It doesn't bother me as much as it does you that she wasn't a ranger, because I feel like there was production reasons for it. They could have made it happen, and it would have been better, yes. I just felt like it was... I don't like the trope, and they do this with rangers a lot. It's true, but like they had her training and trying all season, and you got to believe in yourself. And they had all this stuff, and then it's like... But literally, it came down to like oh, look, I found this. Now I'm all powerful. And it's like, nah, all right.
I think if my theory's right that she's actually reincarnated, then it's fine.
Because then she's using powers she kind of forgot she knew. And it's,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, sure. But I don't think that's what it is. I think you're wrong, but if you're right, it makes it better. I like that this episode is not filler and it's, part of the bigger storyline. I'm glad it's a two-parter because it's not rushed. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I feel like it's good, but not great.
I have nitpicks on choices that were made, but overall I like it.
Give it a B.
Give it a B as well.
Okay. All right. So there you have it, everybody. It's a B. Yep. I will say that I am excited to see the next part, which is always a good thing when it's like, oh, okay. So going forward next week, are we going to have another Mystic Force, or are you? For those that don't know, we have a non-Mystic Force episode banked because Big Dog might have to miss a week here or there. So we're trying. We've done episodes that aren't Mystic Force in between. Because there's no rush to get it done. It's not like Cosmic Fierce where it's coming out week to week. And so if something comes up, like we watched Shin Kamen Rider, it was more topical to do it that week. But also, we're trying to get a few banked because life events are happening and Big Dog might miss some shows. So are we going to be doing Mystic Force next week, do you think?
Potentially. Unless there's a huge Ranger-related thing that we need to cover due to time,
right?
I think Mystic Force.
Okay. So primary. We will definitely have an episode next week, and it'll probably be Mystic Force.
Yes.
And until then, I have been Gazbot.
I am still the Big Dog.
And
to the power. See you guys later. Whoa! Here they come.
We're that day.
Oh, I forgot. Since I set up in this new room, I don't have as much stuff on my desk in terms of like things to look at. But there were two things I got a while ago that fit really well on my desk.
Which are?
You'll see in a matter of moments.
Oh, custom pops.
Got them a while ago. They were already made. I didn't commission them, which is why I had Crimson. But if I were to get one, Quantum might be on the short list. He is really awesome. So
that's pretty cool.
With a decent,
T-Rex
plaster.
You think that they took that from a figure and glued it onto him, or
no,
Super Sculpey or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Any new Ranger stuff? I have my two figures I got recently: the Spiral and from Marvel Legends, and the Pandora from Action Force.
Oh, nice.
I made the joke several times about opening the box she was in, and I was like, I guess it's time to open Pandora's box. Ha ha ha. Both very good figures, but not Power Rangers.
My favorite thing about you getting that Action Force figure is me saying, you should get Action Force. And you're like, no, I have no reason to get Action Force. Why would I get Action Force? There's no need for me to get Action Force. Here we are.
Well, I said that many times, and we're way off the track. We're after credits. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I did think, well, maybe I'll try one. And when they had a wave of all female figures, and here's the thing, all the other ones kind of look like, I don't want to say off-brand G.I. Joe, because that makes it sound like they're not quality, and they are. But
off-brand characters from G.I. Joe.
Off-brand characters, similar designs. There's a couple that look cool, but these characters are unique, where it's not like, oh, there's something like that in G.I. Joe. Kind of I'm probably gonna put her with my Dragnox because she kind of looks like she fits in with them. But I liked the paint and the sculpt, and I like the customization because she had a vest that I took off, but you don't have to and stuff. This doesn't mean I'm diving into Action Force full force, but I might choice pick a couple characters, not not army builders, but there's the exclusive Eclipse I want to get similarly because it's a unique looking character. I add some more females. I've got Baroness and Zorana are the only two I have in the whole Cobra team. So having a few more there would be good. They are quality figures. I always suspected they were. They're good. They're a little bit more expensive, but they have more accessories. I have no issue with them at all. And if I didn't care about G.I. Joe being G.I. Joe, I'd be all in on Action Force. But I like G.I. Joe.
Minus the official versus unofficial thing, everything you just said about those figures is the exact same thing you said about 8 years ago for Marvel Legends. I know their quality, now hit or miss. Right. I'm just going to get one or two. It's going to be fine. It's totally fine.
I had no Marvel collection at all. I had no superhero Marvel collection at all. Now I have a pretty sizable classified collection. I have a vintage collection, a 375 retro, like an anniversary collection, and I have Super 7. I don't even know if I'm keeping all the ones I have. I'm certainly not going to.
I know you're not.
Guy. So these are good because I could slot a few into my classified collection. That's it. And right now, the only other one I want is Eclipse, and only the exclusive Eclipse. So,
I say you get rid of your Super 7 and You've
been saying that for a while.
More Action Force.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get rid of Super 7 for Action Force. I might get rid of Super 7 to make more room for something else. But I'm also not necessarily getting rid of my Super 7. But that's the end of the show. All right, end recording.